Good morning, grade 5th. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good at your home. Class, today we will start our block 15, that is physical changes. Okay? And our first topic is physical change. Clear? Now, come to the warm up questions. Your question number 1 is, what is a change? Do you know what is a change? Every day in our surrounding, we see many types of changes. Like we can see ice cream melting, right? We can see changes of day and night. We can see changes of weather, right? We can see a glass breaking. These are what? These all are changes we can see in our surrounding, right? Now come to the second question. Once a change has occurred, can you always get back the original thing? I am asking, if there is a change, are you able to get back the original thing every time or not? Think about some examples around yourself. If we take example of rubber band, if we stretch the rubber band and leave it, then we will get the rubber band back to its position, right? But if we torn any paper or if we tear any paper, what will happen? We can't get the original paper back, right? So, your answer will be, once a change has occurred, sometimes we get back the original thing and sometimes not. Okay? Now moving towards our today's topic. What is our aim? Our aim is to identify physical changes as those changes in which new substance is formed. Okay? Our keywords are physical change, reversible, irreversible. Okay? Now come to the activity section. This is your table. Class, pause the video and draw this table in your notebook. Okay? Pause the video firstly. Draw this table. In this table, you have to draw 4 columns. In first column, note down activity. And in the second column, you have to write what is changing. And in third column, is it reversible? And in fourth column, is a new substance formed? Okay. Now tell me, do you know what is reversible? What is the meaning of word reversible? Do you know? A reversible is that can returns to its original state or situation. Okay. Like before, we had taken the example of rubber band. If we stretch the rubber band, and we leave the rubber band came to its original shape, right? This is reversible process. Okay. But when we are tearing the paper, it doesn't come back to the original shape, right? That's why it is a irreversible process. Clear? Have you understood what is reversible and what is irreversible? Reversible is that can return to its original state or situation. Okay? But irreversible is what? Irreversible is that cannot be reversed or that cannot return back to its original state. Okay? What is the example of reversible? Think about the examples. Examples of reversible may be rubber band, like if we blow air into a balloon, right? If we blow air into a balloon and balloon burst, then it is irreversible process. Okay? But if we blow air into a balloon and leave the balloon, then balloon came back to its original shape. Then it is reversible process. Clear? Now, coming towards our activity. Our first activity is tearing paper. When you tear a paper, what is changing? the shape of the paper is changing, right? In the second column, what is changing? You will write down shape is changing. Clear? And in the third column, is it reversible? If it is reversible, then tick there, and if it is irreversible, then cross there. Okay? Now come to the last column. Is a new substance formed? Tell me, when you tear a paper, a new substance is formed or not? When we tear a paper, the paper is torn only. Okay? The appearance of the paper is changed, but no new substance is formed. Clear? So in the last column, what will you do? You will cross there. Okay? Come to the second activity. Melting of ice. When ice is melted, what is changing? Shape of the ice is changing, right? You can see in this picture, in the second picture, you can see shape of the ice is changing, right? It is irreversible process or reversible process? It is a reversible process, right? If when ice melts, it becomes water, right? And when we freeze that water, it can again become ice, right? So you can say that it is a reversible process. Clear? Is any new substances formed here? No, right? So you have to cross. Okay? Now come to the third activity. Blowing balloon. When you blow air in a balloon, what will happen? You can see in this picture. In the first picture you can see, when you blow air in a balloon, the shape of the balloon is changed, right? It is a irreversible process or reversible? It is a reversible process, right? Now, new substance is formed in this process or not? No. No any new substance is formed, right? Now, moving towards next activity. When you stretch a rubber band. In the second picture you can see, when you stretch a rubber band, what will happen? Shape of the rubber band is changing, right? It is a irreversible process or reversible process? It is a reversible process, right? Does new substance is formed here? No. New substance is not formed, right? Come to the last activity. When you dissolve sugar in a water, what will happen? The taste of the water is changed, right? In this column, what is changed? In the column of what is changing, you will write down taste is changing. Clear? This is a reversible process or irreversible process? This is a reversible process, right? Dissolving sugar in water is a reversible process because on evaporating water by heating, sugar crystals are left behind, right? We can collect them and we can use them in other things, right? That's why it is a reversible process. Clear? Now, new substance is formed? No. No any new substance is formed. Clear? Activity clear? I think all of you had completed this activity, right? You can see the pictures here also. First picture is of tearing a paper. Second picture is melting of ice. Third picture is when we blow air into a balloon. Okay? And fourth one is when we stretch a rubber band. Right? Now come to the activity discussion part. Your question is, what happens when paper is torn and sugar is dissolved in water? Do you see any change in this process? When you tear the paper, what will happen? The shape of the paper is changed, right? And when we dissolve sugar in water, what will happen? Crystals of sugar break down to form smaller particles. When sugar dissolves in water, its crystals break to form smaller particles. Clear? Now moving forward, what happens when you stretch a rubber band or blow air into a balloon? Pause the video and think about it. What will happen when you stretch a rubber band or you blow air into a balloon? What changes you can see? When we stretch the rubber band, shape of the rubber band is changed, right? And the same happens with balloon also. When we blow air in a balloon, what will happen? Shape of balloon is changed, right? Now next question is, which of the above are reversible? The above examples that we had taken, like tearing of paper, like sugar dissolved in water, like when we stretch a rubber band or we fill air in a balloon, among these four examples, which process is reversible? Is tearing of paper is reversible process? Tell me, is tearing of paper is a reversible process or irreversible process? Your answer will be tearing of paper is irreversible process, right? We are not able to get the same paper when we tear it, okay? But when we dissolve sugar in water and when we evaporate the solution, we can get back the sugar, right? And when we fill air in a balloon, what will happen? When we release the balloon came back to its original shape and size, right? And when we stretch a rubber band and we leave the rubber band, what will happen? Rubber band came back to its original shape. Clear? So we can say that when we dissolve sugar in water, when we fill air in a balloon, and when we stretch a rubber band, these are the examples of reversible process, okay? But if we tear a paper, then it is a example of irreversible process, okay? Clear this thing? Now tell me, in the above activities, does the rubber band or a balloon change into new substance? You had done the activity, right? You had made the column, you had made the table, right? Tell me, does the paper or rubber band change into new substance or not? No, they do not change into a new substance, right? When we tear the paper, only the appearance of paper is changed, right? But new substance is not formed. Clear? And in the same case, and in the case of rubber band, when we leave the rubber band, the shape of the rubber band came its original shape, right? The rubber band will came into its original shape. Clear? So you can say that when we stretch a rubber band or we blow air in a balloon or we melt ice, then no any new substance is formed. Clear? Come to the next question. What about melting of ice? Tell me, when ice melt, what will happen? Does it form a new substance? Your answer will be what? When ice is melted, what will happen? No new substance is formed, right? Only the shape of the ice is changed, right? We can collect the water. When ice melts, it becomes water, right? We can collect that water and freeze that water again. We can get again ice, right? So, when ice melts, no any new substance is formed. Clear? This is the table that you had drawn earlier, right? Check this. When you tear a paper, what is changing? Shape is changing, right? It is a reversible process or not? It is not a reversible process. It is a irreversible process. We can't get back the original paper. Clear? You can check all the points about your activity here. Okay? Now, coming towards generalized questions. Your question is, if you burn a paper, does new substance is formed or not? Think about it firstly. When you burn a paper, a new substance is formed or not? When paper burns, ash is formed, right? When paper burns, ash is formed, okay? Which is a new substance, you can see. Properties of ash are different from those of paper, right? But if we tear the paper, no any new substance is formed, okay? But if we burn the paper, ash is formed. Ash has different properties than paper. That's why it is a irreversible process. They both are irreversible process, but a new substance is formed when we burn a paper, right? But when we tear a paper, no any new substance is formed. Clear? Now tell me, what is a physical change? Do you know the definition of physical change? A change in which no new substance is formed is called a physical change. What are the examples of physical change? Tearing of paper, rubber band, stretching a rubber band, blowing air into a balloon, okay? Dissolving sugar in a water solution, dissolving sugar in water. These all are example of physical change because no any new substance is formed here, right? But if we burn a paper, it is a physical change or not? When we burn a paper, a new substance is formed, right? So it is not a physical change. Clear? A physical change is that change in which no any new substance is formed. Clear? Only the physical properties like shape, color and state of matter is changed in physical change. Okay? I am repeating. In physical change, only the physical properties are changed like shape is changed, color is changed and state of matter is changed. Clear? Physical change is clear to all of you? Do you have any confusion? If you have any confusion, you can ask your question in the comment section. Okay? I will definitely answer to them. Okay? Now, moving towards question of the day. Your question of the day is, which of the following is an irreversible change? Firstly, watch the video carefully and then answer the question. Okay? Now come to the higher order thinking questions. Your question is, are all physical changes reversible? Why or why not? Pause the video and think about it firstly. I am asking that, are all physical change reversible or not? Okay. And you have to support your answer too. That why are you thinking like this, okay? Your answer will be some physical changes are reversible while some physical changes are irreversible. If we take examples of reversible changes, what will be the examples? Melting of ice, stretching a rubber band, and dissolving sugar in water. These all are the examples of reversible changes, right? When we melt ice, no new substance is formed, right? And we can get back the ice by the help of water. Clear? When we stretch a rubber band and we leave the rubber band, we get the original rubber band. Clear? And when we dissolve sugar in water and when we evaporate that solution, we can get back the sugar. Clear? These all are the examples of reversible process. Moving to the next, you can see in the first picture, a glass is broken. When we broke a glass, shape of the glass is changed, right? But we cannot get back that glass, right? When glass is broken, we can't get back the original glass, right? So it is example of irreversible process. Clear? Now come to the second question. Come to the second picture. Here you can see a sharpened pencil. When we sharpen a pencil, what will happen? The shape and size of the pencil is changed. Okay? It is example of irreversible process. We can't get back the original pencil, right? Now, these all are the examples of irreversible process, like breaking of glass, like tearing of paper, like sharpening a pencil. When we do all these activity, then we can't get back our original product. Okay? So these are the examples of irreversible process. Are they examples of physical change or not? They all are the examples of physical change, as no any new substance is formed here, right? That's why we can say that all physical changes are not reversible. Some physical changes are reversible and some physical changes are irreversible. Clear? Shall we conclude? What is a physical change? A change in which no new substance is formed. It is known as physical change. Only the physical properties will change. Color of the object is changed, or state of matter will change in the physical change. Okay? But no new substance is formed in the physical change. Clear? Physical change is clear? Do you have any confusion? If you have any confusion, you can ask me in comment section, okay? Now, come to the homework part. You have to complete your S1 in your workbook and you have to complete your PQ1 and 2 in your notebook, okay? But before doing this homework, firstly read your content book, okay? Firstly read your content book and watch the video carefully. After that, complete your homework. Clear? Okay class, thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.